What's up, y'all? Back at it again. Another episode of AtYourLeisure229. You already know who I got today. Got my boy AB Avery. Hey, he got a few different names. You know
Oh,
what
bro, it's in the government.
I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Introduce yourself though. Tell us, your name and Avery and where you are from.
Okay, what's going on, peoples? My name is, Avery, or people know me as ABA Weirdo. That's my stage name. I'm from New York, so like the upstate area, so the Rochester, Syracuse area. I've been in Wilmington for like 4 years now. Met bro. Uh, I met Jay. Like, he was one of the first people I met when I came out here. Lived like one building to the left of me,
Yeah.
and did a lot of shit together, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's me.
actually uh it's actually pretty crazy. Whenever I did meet Avery over there in Avalon, I was actually, man, I was like going through it, man. I was like going through some stuff, man. And my boy right here, dude, he hit me up like every day. You know
I
what I'm
I
saying?
honestly didn't really know till towards the end, you know. Like, I was just so grateful to have someone like be able to take me in with like such hospitality and shit like that. And I didn't really know anyone, so like day one for sure. So like me just giving that like respect back and like knowing I was helping without even knowing was cool. So like I didn't know if you know that, but yeah, like bro, I didn't know till like
Yeah.
towards the end of shit. Like bro, there was some one time when I was I was hanging out with you and I was helping y'all move shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
I remember.
That was a crazy incident
So
for me,
confusing,
bro.
right?
Bro, yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what?
Yeah. It was pretty confusing. I just moved like one building over from the building I was living in. Still across from Avery, but yeah, whenever that all happened, like I remember like my boy would just be hanging out like every day, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hit me up. Yo, what you doing? We ain't gotta do nothing, we just kick it, we could chill, you know. Man, I remember like thinking to myself, like, man, this dude, he's a solid dude. He's a solid dude. I mean, I know like I'd be like messed up, man, and I'd be like half out of it. And I remember like thinking to myself, like, dang, I barely know Avery, and he's like in my apartment. I'm like falling asleep, like, you know what I mean. But the crazy thing is, like, I knew he was somebody you could trust, like, you know what I'm saying. So like, it never bothered me, just because like he was solid, man. He always has been. So I really appreciate during that time, like for real. I needed all I could get, and I really appreciate you,
Hell
dog, for
yeah,
real.
man. You just gotta, you gotta look out for each other and like, especially, like the boys. Like,
Yeah,
I'm very big on like the male camaraderie, bro. Like, we gotta stick together. So like, even though we didn't know each other like that, bro, like me going out of my way to like take advantage of you, and even though if I didn't know you were going through that, but like just in the general sense of like going to take advantage of somebody like that brought you in with open arms and hospitality, it's just like dumb, bro. Like, that can get you in some stupid situations, and like especially like knowing you now, as long as I've known you, bro,
yeah,
I would never cross you like back
yeah,
then,
yeah.
bro. It
Nah,
would never cross my mind. But some people are dumb like that and don't really like understand that. But like I just seen it as like, bruh was looking out for me, even though he was going through it. Little did I know, you know what I mean, bro.
yeah,
So like, that's called like, that's a lot of will, bro. Like, in what do they call it? Perseverance. Like that's getting to a goal or showing hospitality or giving to someone while going through turmoil. That's a lot more than just like achieving a goal, bro. Like, if you persevere, you have something holding you back, man. Like, I commend you for that. Still showing me a good side and a silver lining when there was very gray clouds for you, and that's amendable, bro. It's honorable.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, dog. I appreciate it, man. I really do. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, though. I want to hear it from the beginning. I want it out there. So, um, like I said before, me and Avery talked a little bit before our interview. Um, man, I tried to do my homework. I tried. I couldn't find much at all. I could not find anything at all, really. Avery's a pretty, I guess, more private than what you expect or what you think you are.
For sure, dog.
Well, I tried to dig. I tried to look. And the only thing I could come across is really, your background. You're from New York. Now, tell me first things first. Tell me a little bit about the upcoming in New York in your early years?
So I travel back and forth between the city, but like a lot of my time was in upstate, and like I lived in a little town called Newark, but it was outside of a very dangerous city called Rochester, and like Rochester is in very small in the sense of New York, but we still have like Syracuse by us and Buffalo, so like it wasn't early childhood was cool. Like I had a lot of friends and stuff like that, and like I ended up moving like a door down from a few friends that I like grew up going to high school with and stuff like that. But it didn't get bad until I got like older. Like my mom never like she grew up in Newark. She never left she never left New York State or her like little town up until like she met my dad, and they obviously got older, got married, and my dad is not from America. My dad's from Honduras. He
Nice,
moved
nice.
to America when he was 14 and ended up meeting my mom, and like they were like been high school sweethearts type shit, which is cool. They had like got divorced, and then I'm getting back together, like, and they're getting married. Dude, actually, like they're getting married in like 6 months.
Oh, word.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, that's dope.
So it's another trip back up to New York because I was there up there for Christmas, but yeah, like it was always kosher up until I got a little older, bro. And then we had some wild shit happen. I lost a few friends, and there are some people I know who are incarcerated now off some wild shit, like some crazy shit. Like don't want to talk about
Yeah, nah, I feel you, man. I feel you. There's I know what it's like when you
it.
got people like that on lockdown, man, behind that wall. You know, it's a tough spot to be in,
But
you know.
like,
So
I mean, it like for being in like a small town, it wasn't the worst, but it was for me at least saw a very like dirty, dangerous side to the what I would consider New York. You know,
yeah,
like especially seeing both sides. Um, like high school, my I think my graduating class was maybe 600,
mm, 600.
and then I mean, that's just a rough estimate. Like I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but like I wasn't the most popular, at least to like my knowledge, like nowadays, bro. I think about it back now, and there's a lot of people I used to hang out with and who I fucked around with. That am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're good. You're good, man. Yeah,
But
you're good.
that like I see back now, it's like I had a big problem with being validated. So it's like I did a lot of stuff that I thought people were laughing with me, but it was more laughing at me. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
But I played like sports. I played soccer throughout my whole life. Played a little bit of football, some basketball, like just middle school. But soccer was my thing. Yeah, and then I played like
Yeah,
club and played a little bit of college. You know?
yeah. Okay. Well, growing up there, you know, it's always tough to have to deal with you know, wanting to be accepted or wanting to be part of something or you know, a part of a group or
Oh,
whatever
for
it may
sure. It's
be.
like very
Yeah.
clicky, bro. Like you want like if you're an outsider, bro, like and you're not accepted by like you're in that middle ground. Like a lot of people think in that middle ground, like where you're like, oh, you can bounce here, bro. Like a lot of times, like in New York, people don't really like that. Like you're accepted by a certain type of people or a certain group of people, and like that's it. Which I'm not. I'm not the fondest of. I'd rather like have ma- at least like a mass group of friends or be able to be around like multiple types of people.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, that's how I am too. Absolutely, I pretty diverse group of friends. You know, no one's really got the same background. Everyone's a little bit different. You know, and it's good to have that kind of those kind of people on your side. Definitely, depending on what situations you get in. But coming up, you know, yeah, that must have been tough. You know, definitely trying to fit in all that kind of stuff. But one thing I did notice whenever I was doing my homework was you had a brother or have a brother. I'm
I
sorry, have
do.
a brother.
I do.
Um, Tell us a little bit about your brother, man. I think you said his name's AJ, right?
Yes, AJ Anthony John. No, that's he's my older brother. He's 28, 28, 29, about to turn 30. He is what I aspire to be. honestly. Like he lives a very honorable life, bro. Like he has a kid now, Julian. That's my fire. That's who I do it for. Like, cause I don't want kids, so my brother has like his kids, so I can be an uncle. Like that's where I can provide my like.
Yo, being the uncle's the best, dude.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I can
Yeah.
provide my father figureness, but I don't have to commit.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
commit to him, but like I could sugar him up and send him right back to his
Right,
dad.
exactly, and that's how I am too with my niece and nephew, man.
Yes, and they love me. And they love me, you know. And the hard thing for me is I live here and they still live in New York, and he's so young he can't move out here. He would love to, but he just can't. Just that's how law works.
Yeah,
you know. And I'm not gonna bring up other people's names because like I don't care about the baby mother or whatever. But he's awesome. He's a great dad. He bowled in high school. He's a great bowler. Bro's sick.
Yeah,
sick.
Still bowls now?
Yeah, he bowls like I think it's like a Wednesday league or something like that, bro.
Okay.
Bro's super nice. He loves cars. I know you were talking earlier about his nickname or what I like had.
Yeah, like I was like, was there a nickname or something you called him? Like I'm saying all this stuff, and when I'm telling Avery this, I'm like telling him like, yeah, I did my homework, and he's like starting to laugh, and then I tell him I'm like, you got a brother? He's like, yeah.
Like some Narwhal shell. It's like, oh shit, he really did live at home.
Yeah, I'm not as good as Narwhal, but
that motherfucker's crazy.
Crazy, dude. He probably knows stuff about me that I don't even know.
He's got a team.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. He's got a team, but his delivery is what makes it, though. His delivery is what makes it.
And you've been doing that from the jump. That's him.
Yeah. I seen like a video of him in college, I think. He hadn't even graduated yet. And the guy was like, what do you want to be when you get older? He's like, my parents want me to be a doctor or something like that, but I want to be, I can't remember, like a broadcaster or something like that. And he was talking like that the whole entire time. Never changed up, never switched his voice. That's the same voice.
On the fucking.
Yeah. Shout out Narwhal, bro, for real.
Shout out Narwhal, bro. I love that man fucking videos.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So growing up with your brother, how older is he?
He's 3 years older than me, so it's like 5. Yeah, 28. Yeah, he's 28. Yeah.
Okay, 28. He's my age then. Yeah.
Yep.
28.
I was definitely the tyrant, bruh. He was very low key, calm, cool, collected, bruh. But I was like his little pit bull. Yeah. Like if someone fucked with him, bruh, you fucking with me, bruh. Like,
bro, have you seen Euphoria?
I've heard of it.
Ah, man, there's a guy on there. His name's Fez, and then he has like a stepbrother or a brother or whatever. I don't know if they're actually brothers, but they live together on the show. And he's like really quiet, but he like snaps whenever somebody gets at him. But like Fez is the one that's like calm and everything. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
I used to like really beat on my brother and like be an asshole, and then like because our early relationship was not the best, bro. We used to like fucking hate each other, but like we got to an age where like I hit like 22, 21, 22, and I was really starting to feel real life, and like I confided in him in some stuff and like shit I was going through, especially with like some of like the addiction problems I had. He he was there for me, bro. Like he wasn't like very like consoling in a sense, but he was kind of giving me that tough brother love. Like he knew it eventually come on, and like I have a way better relationship with my brother now than I used to, and I cherish that shit. Like especially now that he has a kid, it's fucking awesome. But yeah, I was a badass little jit back in the day, man.
Yeah, man, that's how it goes, man. Honestly, whenever I was, me and my sister, we didn't hate each other, but we didn't have the best relationship when we were younger. But I did notice when we got older, it was like we're like tight as ever. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Because like now you're being able to relate on a more even level, bro. Like like when we're in school, there was quite a big gap. Yeah. You know, like especially like it's in school, like generation gap, bro. Like he's 3 years ahead of me, bro. And if I'm not, I think he got held back a year, so he was really supposed to be grade above what he graduated in. But like that's aside the fact, but still, like like he grew up in a different time span up until like you get to that point where everyone's kind of in a sense, living the same thing. Like go to work, do your job, even if it's like
it's literally a what? Why can I not think of the word? It is repetition. It's just every day.
Monotonous.
Nah. It's not. It's just a much smaller word than I'm thinking of. It's just repetition, is what I'm saying. It's
Damn,
a
my
routine. A routine. That's literally the word I'm looking for. Is routine.
I didn't mean to throw that big ass word out there.
Nah.
I'll be reading a dictionary and shit.
Nah, he's in a routine though, which isn't, that's not bad. That's good. Like, especially when you have a kid, like it's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really
And
good.
he's a big stickler, bro. He's like hard on himself about being a dad. I'm like, bro, like you're dealing with an ex significant other who kind of puts you in a very raw situation. And
Yeah.
crazy thing is, like relationship wise, like the last relationship I was in and his are like how it panned out is nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this, like so, and it both had to do with kids. So I was with a girl, right, and she ended up having a kid with somebody else, but said it was mine. So I ended up finding out that it wasn't mine through a paternity test. There's a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Bro's name was Sean, right? The dude that my brother's ex went to, name was Sean.
Not the same guy though, right?
No,
It's
not
different.
the same guy.
Okay.
But like, even then, like in go like all the way down to like the child, like the child was his, but like like us both having to go through like dealing with like the baby situation and the pregnancy, because like I was in the room, I cut the umbilical cord for that child, I named the child, but she had my last name for a year.
Wow.
I have a tattoo of her a name on my leg.
Wow.
The baby still have it.
Wow. So you were all
Bro,
in.
invested, bro.
In.
Like I laid in the bed, I was gonna make it, bro. Like like that's me, bro. Like,
yeah.
cause and I saw on a like a little insert online. It was these dudes are talking about how I wish I could shout them out. I can't remember, but they were talking about how dudes that abandon their children, like you're abandoning your lineage. What they said like the female when they're born with all the eggs they're gonna have in their entirety of their life.
Right.
So if you think about it, you're abandoning your grandkids, kids. Like, you got to step up to that, and I was ready for that, and like to be torn from that, and like to know it's not mine, and like still for a year try to put in the effort, even though knowing I wasn't the real father, and like I'm not gonna say I'm innocent, bro. I was doing some dumbass shit, but like I still tried to do what I do because I had loved that girl at that time.
Yeah. Man, that's definitely that's tough. That's tough right there, man. I can't imagine being already committed in your mind to already like you. I'm sure you had your life already planned out.
Oh
in your
yeah,
head.
bro. Like 5-10 years ahead.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
bro, this is me and her to the end. Like, good.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though, man? Everything happens for a reason, and it's better that you found out.
Yeah.
Versus finding out later.
But
you know what I mean?
with my brother, to get back on track, we were talking about the nickname and stuff. He's big into cars, bro. He loves cars. And he ended up going to like a trade school. He went to UTI in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I know UTI. Yeah,
UTI in Pennsylvania. He went there for a while and got a few certifications. He never went to work at the dealership, but he just likes building shit. Like I think his goal is to open his own like mechanic shop or like a tuning shop. Because at one point he had a 95 EG hatch. And for my car people out there, you know what the fuck that is.
95 EG hatch.
Yeah, it was a Civic.
Okay.
And it was a full GSR motor, and it was American, so it was like left-hand drive. But that motherfucker was fast, bro. All black, had turquoise or like Tiffany blue rotiforms on it. He got it from a good friend of ours named Sumo. Shout out Sumo if you end up seeing this after I like share it on my shit. He's a big car guy and does a lot of like shop work around our town and shit like that. Bro, it's nice fucking what he does.
Yeah.
But got it from him, and like that car used to be like legendary around my town, and like that he ended up having to get rid of it. But he's a big car guy. He loves to work on cars. He does it on the side, but yeah, that's my brother, bro. He's not, doesn't
what kind of car does he drive right now?
Corolla.
That car.
And bro, he just got hit by a deer the other day, bro.
Oh,
and
man.
Bro, it smashed his fucking driver's side window while he was driving in it, bro. And he had when I went back to New York for Christmas. He had plexiglass in it, bro. And I was like, bro, this is horrid. He was like, bro, you should have felt it when I didn't have the plexiglass in it, bro. He was driving for like 2 weeks with no window.
Cold
As
how bad was
fuck.
it in New York when you went?
Bro, it was like, bro, I think the warmest it got was like 6 or 7 degrees.
Wow. I mean, that's about right, because when I went home for Christmas in Winston, it was like 20 degrees.
Bro, it was 13 degrees in Atlanta. I was like, bro, what the fuck? That cold front was wild.
I hate the cold, bro. I really do.
Bro, as soon as we got into Pennsylvania, my lips got chapped immediately, and they were chapped the whole time I was there for a week, and didn't get unchapped until I hit Virginia on the way back. Bro, my shits were.
Bro, I've never been in New York, bro.
I have to tell you.
Yeah,
We'll go.
I've never been. I've been in Jersey. I've never been in New York. You wild dog. All right, but anyways, yeah. Moving on to, so your dad and your mom, they moved here, right? They met in New York.
Yes. So my mom was already from the New York where I said I was from. She grew up there her whole life. My dad moved to New York when he was 14 from Honduras. He's got.
Your mom's Italian?
Yes, Italian and French.
Okay.
My dad's got. Well, my mom's got two other blood siblings, and I think one other step sibling, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, your mom be cooking? Yeah.
Not like that though.
Your dad be cooking?
My dad be cooking that shit. My dad be cooking that shit. My mom's gotten a lot better.
Bro, you got Italian and Honduran, bro. That's the
Listen,
food.
Bro,
the food is probably crazy.
When we went back for, Christmas, and I went to my grandma's house on my mom's side, bro. She had 3 pans of lasagna ready to go.
3 pans?
3 pans, bro. Them motherfuckers was like huge, bro. And I'm talking about if. This is the best lasagna you probably ever had in your life, and I can tell you now. And I'm gonna tell all the other Italians out there, bro. You're not beating my grandma's shit. I have to be that way. I have to, bro. But that shit. And then, bro, I went the first. So we go to my dad's family party because everyone comes, and we have it at our local community center. So my dad has a bunch of other siblings. It's his oldest, my uncle Saul. My dad, I think there's a girl, so my Titi Pookie is either just after my dad or just before, and then my Titi Nadi, and then my Uncle Jorge. So he's got a few siblings that I know, my like blood to right siblings. So we all have like this get together on Christmas Eve at our community center. My Uncle Jorge has been running our local community center for like ages, bro. I'm talking about like when I was playing like Little League baseball. Like, bro was out there raking the fucking
that's
fields.
wild. And
like,
he still does it now.
Bro, coaching baseball, coaching basketball, never coached soccer. Played soccer, but never coached. Like all my whole family, like my boys wise, played at the high school I played at. My dad coached me my whole way through high school.
Yeah, what'd your dad play?
My dad played soccer.
Just soccer?
Just soccer. Ruthless. Man, was nice. Man was nice, bro. His older brother though, Saul, even nicer, bro. Okay, so you know how like sometimes like your like grandparents or parents will tell you like stories when you're young that are like fictional and like you're like, oh my god. Bro.
Yeah.
So my dad always used to tell me a story about my Uncle Saul. They're playing this team, high school named Mid Lakes. Mm-hmm. And he said that one time in the game, he went to shoot the ball, and he shot the ball through the net. Ripped the net.
What? Yeah, this sounds like a drunk uncle story right
now.
Bro,
my dad would tell me this because it was his brother.
Yeah.
Bro, he was like, yeah, we were playing mid leagues one time, and he beat a few people, and then he just wound up from like 35 yards out, and he fucking rifled it, and the keeper jumped out of the way, and it went through the net. And I was like, what you mean through the net? He was like, it broke the net. And I was like, I was like, was it frayed already? He was like, it was a fresh net. I was
Ah,
like, ain't no
a
way.
fresh net.
I was like, bro, you
Yo,
popped the stitchings from
this man messy out here, dog.
yeah. And like when
He's messy in the what are soccer hats? 3/4?
no 2/2.
He's messy in the second half, bro. He's literally messy in the second half, bro.
Because like when they played it back in Honduras, my dad was a goalkeeper, and his older brother played semi-pro. They came out here. My dad started playing center attacking mid. That's how good his foot skills were and his player ability as a goalkeeper compared to American players. He went from a
That's wild,
goalkeeper
dude.
to playing an attacking position. Like,
Bro, you know what's crazy? Your dad's always cool with me.
oh yeah,
You
bro,
know
he
what I'm
loves
saying?
you because of this bullshit.
How about them Cowboys,
How
man?
about them fucking
Hey,
Cowboys?
he's good with me,
Your
bro.
backups are nice.
What do you mean the backups?
Your backups are nice.
The starters are nice. What do you mean?
I'm not a fan of Dak.
Okay, well listen, Dak, he's our quarterback, but he is, up down. He has his troubles. But
I don't know why he's so up.
that defense is crazy though.
I don't want to talk about that.
That defense is crazy.
That defense.
Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Trayvon Diggs.
Did you watch the game the other night?
Yeah, it was terrible. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Listen though, listen. We needed San Fran to lose. We needed New York to win. San Fran won. New York lost.
Yes.
Those games both happened before the Dallas game happened.
Yeah, I still got like a slim to none chance.
By the time we're in the playoffs, Doc.
No, I'm talking about going into postseason.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing, though. If that would have happened, that series of events would have happened, Dallas would be number 1 seed. So by the time those games happened, we knew we weren't going to be number 1 seed. That game on Sunday, it didn't matter if we won or lost at all. Doesn't matter. We're going to the playoffs. We already placed.
I guess because y'all definitely played a lot of players that don't see time.
When that night,
Yeah.
we did. But
getting your next generation.
I don't know if I'm crazy or not. The NFL added one more week. I swear, Sunday I seen the most people.
It's because of fucking the whole Bills dog situation.
No. But this is the thing.
Or are you talking about the whole grand scheme of like the NFL season?
Yeah. But I'm saying this past Sunday, that's the most starters I've seen on every game I watched. That's the most starters I've seen play going into the postseason. I swear I remember like last game of the season, starters were not playing.
The durability of players now that are coming up is insane. Being able to play multiple games at a time. And you got to think of that. That's bred off of what you've already had. So like these guys that were already like veterans and people that are in there, bruh.
Yeah.
Like you see now, we're starting to see the kids of people that were playing in the league. Like look at fucking Dion and his son Shador. He's going to. I think he would be like. He's not going to be. I don't think he's going to be a great quarterback in the league, but he'll go to the league. He'll find his spot.
He'll go to the league, bro. But it's hard.
Compared
when
to
your dad's prime, it's
playing a completely different position. He has to own his own identity.
No, you're right. Completely different position, but
you have to live up to the standard.
When your dad is prime, dog,
you have to live up to the standard.
Be the fucking
man,
that
dude. Move to Colorado State is cold.
It was cold. What was your views on it? Agree or disagree?
He's a money person.
Yeah,
he's a money person.
Has been.
And
Has been.
Like I respect him for like being that person through and through. Like but
he put a historic black college on the map.
I think he should have done a little bit more with them, or at least go to another HBCU. I thought that would have been cool. Put his time into his community. He already did. He did a lot.
Yeah,
he did a lot. Yeah. But I just think the way he did it so abruptly. I've seen some videos of him.
Okay, but here's my next thing, though. Here's my next thing. Dion said, literally, he said, "Yeah, people are complaining about me going, whatever, to this, and this. A lot of them are black celebrities. A lot of them are black celebrities, black business people. How many of those people donated to Jackson State? but they're complaining about him leaving Jackson State.
That is kind of fucking ass backwards. Like, okay.
I'm not doubting that some probably did, but not all the ones that were complaining about him leaving.
Everyone's gonna have to say though, especially like the black community, bro. Like, if someone does something like that or makes a move like that on set's own kind, bro, we're all gonna have something to say about it.
No, yeah, you're right.
Like, feel some type of way about it. Now, do I agree? If you have no hand in it, like you were saying, like if you didn't donate, if you didn't put into the college, if you didn't put in behind his backbone of what he was doing for Jackson State, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because how was he supposed to keep going without support?
And the thing is, it was Jackson State, bro.
Yeah,
Jackson,
they killed it though.
Exactly,
they killed
Look,
it.
But it's it's Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Look how many 5-star recruits that were supposed to go Big Ten, ACC, or all those other conferences that were like, I'm going to Jackson State because why?
Because of Deion Sanders. That's why. But he took some of them with him though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
If I was Deion Sanders, I'm taking like half that team with me. Fuck that, bro. Like
He's
all
about
those
to
guys,
put Colorado State
all those
on the
guys,
map,
all those
dog.
guys that are over there, he'd be like, yeah, you got some work cut out for you.
Colorado State getting a bowl game next year.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
Maybe,
I'd love to see
maybe.
them play Bama. Not Bama, Georgia.
Is that possible?
No.
Is it possible? I don't think
so.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
Go Dogs, though. They just won the other night.
Dude, that shit was fucking
Destroyed
stupid,
TCU.
annoying, dumb
TCU
to watch,
had no
bro.
business being there.
They hit 30 some odd points, and I said, fuck that.
TCU shouldn't even got off the bus, honestly.
But they're not. Listen, they're not. I was telling
They were
my
13-1.
I told my homeboy this, who's a Georgia fan. Actually, I got two homeboys that are Georgia fan, but the one I was like hanging out with the other day, I was like, look, bro, they played a bad game, and Georgia's they're just dogs, bro. They're fucking
Go Dogs.
nice, bro. Like they're gonna have a dynasty for the next 5-10 years. Like every good 4 or 5-star recruit that gets an offer from Georgia is going.
Nick Saban is somewhere scowling at you right now because he disagrees with his, I don't know, X amount of Alabama championships that he has.
I don't care, bro. Hell, I didn't see Bama in that fucking chip this year. So Nick Saban, you got some fucking recruiting to do. And if you can top the back-to-back NCAA champions on a 5-star recruit,
Does Bama have back-to-backs?
no,
They
that's
don't?
the first time ever
Are you sure?
school has done that positive.
Okay. I don't know if that's right, though. Because I thought Tim Tebow won
That's what my
back-to-backs.
homeboy said. With Florida?
Yeah, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong, dude. Dude, are you doing...
Feel
All
like
right,
I'm
all right.
wrong. Don't make me feel like I'm wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Are you looking specific? Is it specific search?
Oh, Minnesota did it. Army did it. There's a few.
Miami did it too back in the day,
Okay.
like the 70s.
So I am wrong.
Yeah. I was gonna say, either way, go Dogs, good win.
Yeah.
Um,
Way to ruin somebody's year.
seriously.
Literally, bro. They went into TCU. The whole TCU team, the whole TCU football team is going into 2023 losing a national championship by a boatload.
That's crazy. It was wild.
How would you
I was
feel?
like, dude, you know what was wild? There was one play where I can't remember exactly what part of the game, but it was like 4th down, and they were up. And Kirby was like, "Go for it," and I was like, "Yo, y'all are wild."
Bruh, they took their timeouts to celebrate to take off seniors. That's what they used their timeouts
Yeah.
for. One drive on offense and one drive on defense. Like, bro,
So crazy.
you know what kind of time wasted? That's like chew clock on Madden.
It's like this. That's disrespect.
So bad.
Disrespect. But so we're talking about your dad.
Mhm.
How he's a Cowboys fan. Your mom grew up in New York. Your dad
Yes.
grew up in Honduras.
Yes.
right?
He said that really good. It's tough.
What?
No, you said like when you said Honduras, like it sounded good.
Oh yeah, Honduras. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Central America. Nah, but so how? What was your dad's movement like coming over here? Um, and all that coming to the U.S., coming to North Carolina.
So like, okay, I'll talk about like him coming to the U.S. Like, actually, obviously, that's a culture shock. Like,
Yeah.
should I move over?
Spanish was his first language, right?
Yeah, Spanish is his first language. But he said he picked up English pretty well. And I was actually just talking to somebody about this the other day. Like, English is the hardest language to learn, but the easiest to pick up. Like, it's so universal. Like,
Okay.
like how many places do you go that people like use broken English? Like,
Like everywhere.
exactly. Like, now if you get like literal with it and you go into our alphabet and you see how we write things and whatnot, bruh, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruh, like the amount of like
It
words
is.
we use that are said the same way that
Yeah.
aren't. Like,
It is wild. Like
how many
honestly.
how many ways can you spell there?
Isn't there
Three
four?
different ways.
I thought it was four.
Is it four? There's THER.
No, you're right. THER, and then THEY.
Well, can you spell it with an A too? There. THAIR.
Nah.
Couldn't spell it with an
Nah. Unless that's a new word that I'm not aware of.
A? Look up Webster.
Yeah, you be reading the dictionary, dog.
I'm gonna have to go and find the new publishment.
Yeah. All right. Well, so it's a culture shock for your dad.
Yeah.
Moving over here. But he met your mom.
Yeah, he met my mom early on, and they obviously like I'm pretty sure they dated other people, but like my a story they tell me is I guess they rode the same bus, right? And my dad told her that she was gonna be his wife one day.
Really?
Yes, dude.
That's
Yeah.
wild, dude. That's
Yes,
like
dude.
some movie. That's like some
Dude,
Hollywood
for
stuff.
real, and then to go and actually get married, and then go down the line, get divorced, and then now, 30 some odd years later,
Back together.
back together and getting married again, bro. Like,
It was meant. It was meant. If they can go through that much, and still be like, at the end of the day, be like, wow, I still love them.
Yeah.
Like I still want to be with them. Like
Yeah.
I still want a life with them.
like that. If I can't get that, I don't want it, bro. If it's not my,
That's a rider right there.
If it's
on
not-
both ends. Your
yes.
dad's a rider for her. She's a rider for him.
and my like even when they were separated, bro, my dad was always in my life, which I cherish. Like, because I
That's
know
lit.
a lot of people don't have that. Bro.
Yeah, I never had a dad.
So like to have him in my life and have him still provide and still come through for me when he needed me to. Because like I said before, like I was a tyrant. Like me and my dad have a very special relationship. I fought my dad once.
It's tough on you.
Yeah, but I was definitely very, very, very like blind-eyed to like the shit he was trying to get me to understand, and I still kind of that way
Rebellious.
right now.
Rebellious
but, like,
AB.
for sure. But I'm starting to get the hang of it now, and like what he's trying to tell me. I have a way better relationship with him than I do now. Like I told him the other day, I was like, our relationship is arguing. We don't see eye to eye, and that's how we see eye to eye. I know that sounds weird,
Makes sense though.
but like he says some shit.
It's like you don't see eye to eye and you're okay with it.
Yeah,
You're good with it.
like
you can go on. He can be happy with you being his son, and you be happy with him being your dad, and you're
exactly. Like we still got some way to go.
go to war for each other.
Oh,
but
for
at
sure,
the end
bro.
of the
I'd
day,
die
it's
for that
like
motherfucker. Hell yeah.
head button. Oh yeah, it's awesome when I remember I'd see your parents walking around in the neighborhood walking their dog, and I'd see me with my dog Kobe, and your dad would be like, "He's gonna be big, man. He's gonna be big."
Gobes, bro.
I'd be like, "Yeah, he's gonna be
I'm gonna
big,
have to take
man."
a picture of him and be like, "Yo, this is Kobe."
Yeah, dude. But definitely show him a picture of see if he remembers. I don't know if he remembers or not. But yeah. So you guys move from New York to North Carolina. Do you think this is where your parents will stay and you will stay, or what do you think in the end for y'all?
I actually just talked to my parents about this the other day. I was like, "Is this y'all like find a little spot?" And they're like, "Yeah." Like they're trying to find a house.
They're comfy, right?
Yeah, they had a house when we left New York. Like I grew up in a house, which is cool and shit like that. And they were together, blah blah blah. But yeah, they said like once they get a house, north like Wilmington will like be where they at. But Wilmington's not my final destination. I want to go northwest
Yeah,
or northeast.
northwest.
Sorry, northeast.
No, northwest.
Nah,
You're going northwest, right? We talked about Seattle.
is that yeah? Okay, so
Yeah,
northwest. Yeah,
northwest. We
northwest.
talked about Seattle. That's the west coast.
Yes.
I know some people that live over in Seattle.
Dude, cause I like, bro, I love the greenery, bro. I've got freaking Oregon right next to me, Colorado's right down the way, like, and I've been there once, and like that shit's tough. That shit's fucking cool. I fuck with it. But I've yet to get there. I could see myself here in Wilmington for the next like 5 to 8 years for sure.
Okay.
Like I fuck with it here. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like I've met some really great people, like you said yourself. And like I'd rather build relationships with where I'm at, and keep myself solidified in the spot where I feel comfortable before I make another big leap.
Yeah.
Because like even if I do that and it pans out where this is where I stay, it's cool because I know it, bro. This is like a second home. Like I've always got New York, but like like after moving here, this is like my second home. Like especially with what I was saying before, like a lot of the friends I had like were kind of like laughing at me, not really laughing with me. I've met people here that laugh with me, that like it's like again yourself, like people that open their arms to me and been super nice, and I cherish that, especially like realizing after a while I didn't really have too many people on my side.
Yeah.
So like the people I have here, it's like I don't really want to let go. There's a few I've had to, and I've done some stupid shit. Who doesn't? But like those people still like have my back, and try to be the best I can be for them because they've shown me so much hospitality.
Yeah. Nah, that's one thing that I even told my girlfriend now, Haley, like she was like, I was telling some of my friends she likes some of them she doesn't. She definitely likes you though. She was like, you've been friends with Avery like since I really met you, and I was like, yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, when I think about it, like he's loyal, like you know what I mean. Like loyalty is something that you hold really high, and that's the type of people that I need on my team.
It's like what like how to hold. It's like try to tell people like you being a good friend is how you hold them when they're not around.
Yeah.
If you hear their name and someone saying about them, and like I'm the type of person that won't go out of my way to say something to those people, but I'll tell you, I'll be like, yo, these people are saying some shit about you, da da da. Like I just want you to know this, bro, because I'm not a big like person on creating tension or creating like confrontation. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather intake and observe that information and like let you know, because you might know more than I do, and like because if I tell you and you're like, oh, people have been saying this, I know exactly who it is. You can go right to them, to the source, and I know that you're the type, you're the type of person that's like that. But like
Yeah.
I'm gonna confront
Yeah.
them, like, yo, stop talking about me, this, that, and the third. Like you hold the people dear to you at a high standard, even when they're not around. Like holding integrity behind their name, because I would expect the same.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, definitely. Like, man, if somebody said something, I'd definitely be like, I'd say something back. They were mentioning your name. Luckily, we haven't ran into that situation now. Except for maybe when we're on the court, Yeah, we be making we be making people mad.
Matter of
We
fact,
be making people mad on the court, dude.
yo, we be eating out there, bro. Little Avalon basketball court.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of,
That's where we met, dude. That's
yeah,
where we met on the courts. Literally.
Hooping, bro.
Yeah, hooping.
Little fucking every time. What is it? What is the Kyrie in Parison or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, every time we're playing, we'll play against a new team, and they'll be seeing like the way Avery plays, and they'll be like, he plays like Kyrie, man. He got that Kyrie shot, or he got that Kyrie style. Man. Which he does, man. When he gets in the lane, he's shifty in the lane.
I can't make a bucket to save my life though. I get to the lane.
You start heating up.
I got kind of a jumper though.
Yeah, them corners. I can't hit corner shots at all. Right, yeah. You be heating up out there though. Like it's just like when we play on the same team or twos. It's just like the right aspect. It's just like there's a big and then there's a small, and like we just like clean up each other's mess. Easy to play together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your team again?
Oh, the Heat. Bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. So hold up. Cause close your eyes.
I already know what you're about to do.
I got you. Look, I brought a little goodies because bro had me on AtYourLeisure229, the best podcast in the world. You already know what the fuck is going on. I had to bring my bro a little something.
Oh, snap. For real?
Yeah, dog.
Yo, that's wild. Are you joking, dude?
No, dude.
Ray Allen jersey, dude. Yo, that's sick, bro. That's so sick. Yo, thank you, bro.
You thought you weren't expecting that.
That's sick. No, I actually thought you were about to just flip your jersey around and like show your team. But
Nah, dog.
dude, that's sick. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. That's sick.
A little gift for the Brody.
That's dope, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem,
you.
dog.
Thank you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I see. I mean, I know you're a Knicks fan, right?
Yeah,
You like the Knicks.
bro.
Knicks.
I'm not a Knicks fan, actually.
No?
I'm a Sixers fan.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, that's
But
unfortunate.
This my homeboy got me this jersey for my birthday. This is WIRDO one. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
But that's what they call me, WIRDO. You can probably get into that.
The weirdo.
The weirdo.
The weirdo, man.
Yeah, he got me for this my 24th birthday. It's got 24 on. 24 on it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was a dope little gift.
Yeah. I still have that video of you dancing in that jersey too when I seen you
wore
dance.
this on New Year's. That's right.
Nah, it wasn't on New Year's. That on New Year's you wore something different. The video that I have of you dancing was at Real Cafe. Like,
so you had two
dude, it's
videos of
yeah.
me in the same jersey dancing?
No. You didn't wear that on New Year's.
Yes, I did.
You had a jacket on New Year's, I thought.
No, I had this on.
You had a jacket on too. I'm pretty sure.
I definitely had a jacket on, but I had this.
Okay. Well, either way, the other video I have, you're just wearing that. It's during the summertime, so like,
Oh god.
yeah, we were at Real Cafe, dude. It was like 2 years ago, I think.
Did we go out together?
No. I ran into you.
Oh shit.
I ran into you, dude. I was like just downtown, and I was with Haley actually at that time too, and she was like, "Look, that's Avery right over there," and I was like, "Where?" And she's like, "Dancing with that girl."
Oh shit!
Like,
it was like in the back corner. Like if you went over to the bar and you took a left, bro.
Yeah. Up the top deck.
She was in all white, wasn't she?
I don't remember.
I think
what
she was, right.
I just remember you dancing and you were in
bro. That shit was, bro. I was so mad, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I felt mad weird because, like,
I think you were with your housemates that night. I think you were living with the boys and you were with your housemates that night. Yeah.
Bro, I felt so weird because, like, I looked up and you know, like people dance right up in that spot.
Yeah.
Like no one there. I was like, bro, what am I doing? I had to get away,
funny,
bro.
Dude. That's lit.
Bro, the fact that she spotted me doing that.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't even see you. She's the one that spotted you, and I was like, yo, that is Avery.
Look at him. Where?
Literally, and on New Year's, there's this spot. I'm telling you, we were at Coughlin's, and we're on the dance floor, and I think at this point the ball had already dropped, and like they did like a balloon release. And
I was in the booth.
I picked up a 20. Yeah. Avery was in the booth. But then he comes out of the booth after the ball drops and he gets on the floor and he's like, "Yo, what up?" He's got a beer in his hand, and I'm like, they're having a dance off in the middle of the floor right now, and he goes, "Bro, watch this," and he literally hands me his beer, and he's like, "Watch this." Goes in the middle of the floor, just starts killing it. I got a video of it. Dude. It's so crazy, bro.
I had a great night on New Year's that night, bro. It's probably one of the best New Year's nights I've had.
It was a good time.
And it was kind of low key, bro. I didn't I'd say low key, and I didn't get home till like 8 in the morning.
Really? Nah, I would. Dude, when we went home, I had to work the next day.
I hit like, bro. It got to like 5, 6 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck, I have to work at 11."
Oh, that's tough.
I still went into work and busted it out.
Yeah. So, tell me this. What's next? What's next for AB? What's next for the weirdo?
Well, obviously, I make music.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah. Here, well, I was playing, and I wanted to set the tone whenever you came in. That's why I was playing your music as soon as you walked in the door, which was cool. But yeah, you guys. So here's a little bit of Avery. He's got a album out on.
Spotify, Apple Music. I don't. It might be on Audio Mac. I'm not too sure, but just like definitely Spotify and Apple Music. You can find it under ABA Weirdo WIRDO. Yeah, no E. I'm working on another one right now. I've got a joint project on the way with someone by the name of Slurs. Like it's a money sign. Like you would spell slurs with a money sign instead of a regular S. Um, he's really good. He's got two projects out. One by the same guy, Conway, out of ILM, who made my project. Made
Shout out Conway, man.
yes, he's a good producer. That man's like we've been through some stuff, and we've got our history, but Brez treated me nice and done a lot for me and
Yeah,
boosted my.
I enjoyed your your album. I have it downloaded. I
I
downloaded it as
appreciate
soon as
that.
you did. I plugged it in on my Instagram. I
For the sake
enjoyed
of
it.
clarity,
Yeah, for the sake of clarity, man. For the sake of clarity, I had to plug it in on the Instagram, doc. But nah, I enjoyed it, and it wouldn't have been possible without Conway. So
for sure,
you
man.
know,
Like all those beats were from scratch, right? He made them just from scratch, and they
that's
were like
sick.
super dope.
That's sick.
Um,
Well, we want more, man. We definitely want more. The people need to hear
yeah,
more.
I'm trying. I'm
Um,
trying.
I heard you toy with the idea of only making one more, but I encourage more.
Yeah, like I've been losing a little luster, but like I'm trying to keep it in touch. Like I don't have like equipment, so like I'm just an artist. Like and my boy Slurs like really helps me out. Like this dude I'm putting out a joint project with, and like he's nice, he's good. Like
Yeah,
and he's not a rapper. Like and I wouldn't even consider myself a rapper, but like he's it's hard to say, bro. Has a very unique sound, and like he does his own thing. And he's in his own lane. But he's also like producing my solo stuff. So like he's got a big weight load on him and working on our stuff, his solo stuff, and my stuff. So it's obviously it's like a time crunch or like just got to be like patient at least. But like I haven't put anything out in 2 years
yeah,
almost. So
yeah.
like I've got to do something here
But you've
soon.
been grinding too, though, on the low. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
like
You've been grinding.
especially in I'm not established, so like this is I don't make money off music like I'm trying to. So like like grinding with a job and
Yeah,
just living
everything you
life.
put in is because you put it in. Like you know what I mean.
Exactly, and I have to give myself time to live life so I can actually make music and talk about stuff like because I want to talk about stuff relatable or at least like that matters or at least is like that matters to somebody as long as they can
Yeah.
pull a connection off like the
The
words that
cause
I'm saying.
you want to talk about the cause. You want to talk about the culture. Like
Yeah,
definitely the struggle. You
absolutely.
know, the struggle of what we go through every day, but the struggle of what we've been
hmm
through though as
That's a
well.
big part. Like every like I try to talk about like everyday problems in a sense, and like for the sake of clarity, it was kind of like very experimental and like me getting into recording because like at that point, man, I was fresh. Like all I did was a bunch of writing and stuff like that. Like I'd never been on the mic, so like I've only been doing this for like 2.5, almost 3 years. So like still finding my sound and finding who I am as an artist
Yeah,
and creating like content to the point where like people are like, oh, this is cohesive. I like this. Like I understand what he's saying. Like and talking about everyday like problems. Like I've got a few songs in the bag right now that are pretty dope and I'm excited for. And like I've been venturing into like alternative rock and like post punk and stuff like that. And I get that from my brother too. He played the guitar and he's into like heavy metal and like screamo and like deathcore and stuff like that. And there's like some bands I do like that he likes, but like that's where I get that inspiration from and like trying to like be as versatile as possible.
yeah. I've actually got a buddy who's in a group, a metal group, Heirloom, and I actually went to a show in February. I'm supposed to be at least. So if you want to tag along,
That would be
me and one
sick.
of my other buddies are going. Um, I just gotta look into the tickets and see exactly where
Yeah.
it's at. I think it's in the events in Charlotte or not Charlotte, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
That'd be cool.
but yeah, dude. That's good, man. I would definitely encourage staying in touch with the with the music, man. The artistic side, definitely. You have an artistic side, when it comes to videography, photography, music, as well as fashion too. I
Yeah,
remember when I first met you, fashion was like your main thing. Like,
that's a still like one of the like things I want to like do, and like I want to open up my own boutique like with the custom shoes and stuff like
yeah,
that. I haven't done that in a while because like obviously music has been a big focus, and like I just haven't had the materials, but like that's something I've definitely been recently thinking about that I need to jump back into. Cause I definitely missed that, bro. It was something that I did that like brought me a little bit of clarity. I was able to sit down and concentrate on one thing and like make another piece of work other than like using my voice, like
yeah,
another outlet to like decompress.
yeah. No, absolutely, man. Definitely look. I definitely encourage getting back into that. It's chase the dream, dude. You know what I mean? It's not just a dream for anything. It's there for us to chase it. So
Exactly. I feel
whatever
that.
it is. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I'm really glad you got that. We're able to stop by, man. Able to come by and see, finally where I live at.
Yeah.
We went a whole year. We didn't even, you didn't even get to see my other place that I lived
No.
in after Avalon. It was a pretty dope spot, but this spot is really cool too, man. So you'll definitely be over more during the summertime, especially. Um, but yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate you coming by today, man. Y'all get at Avery. Do you want to plug in your Instagram or?
Yeah. Find me on Instagram at ABA. Actually, it's it's A as in like AAYYBBE, like ABA.
I'll be sure to have it in the
Yeah,
description
just
too.
put it in the description.
Yeah.
It used to be ABA underscore weirdo, but I changed it because I'm fucking weirdo. So you'll
Yeah.
find it in the description.
Check out his Instagram. Check out his music.
But Spotify, it is under ABA weirdo. Same thing with Apple Music. So go check me out there if you'd like. Give me a follow on Instagram. I don't really post much, but if you want to see me do dumb shit, come follow. If you'd like, you don't have to. But if you do anything for me, hit that subscribe button, hit the like. It helps him and his algorithm and what he does because he's doing this service for y'all, and this shit is great content.
I appreciate it, man.
Make sure you tune in to AtYourLeisure229 with your boy Jay.
You already
Every
know.
week or so, maybe. We'll see what happens. But
We're gonna try to get a little bit more consistent, man.
I appreciate you having me on, man. This
Yeah,
is
man.
the start of something new, and I definitely see you doing this and like venturing off into like having this platform take off, bro. Like that, this is like your realm,
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel comfortable here, so definitely.
Yo,
All right, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, bro. You already know it's another episode. AtYourLeisure229.
Leisure 229.
We out of here.